What's going on, guys? So we are in Dallas right now. We're headed to a job in Ravenna, which is about an hour and 20 minutes away. But it's been a sort of an event-filled morning. Um, we had to come to Dallas because we had to pick up a dump trailer. The dump trailer we were going to get was a 14 foot by 4 by 7, so it's one of the bigger dump trailers. 15 cubic yard dump trailer, basically. So the guy that and we had to get a truck. We got the F-150, but to pull those dump trailers, we need the F-250 or bigger. Um, but anyway, uh, so I call the guy up and tell him, need a truck, and he's like, okay, that's fine, we got one. Well, I'd been dealing with this guy for a couple years now, and he always worked in Plano, Texas. So naturally, that's where I called, and he picked up the phone, and I guess his number was still linked to Plano. So anyway, he's like, "Yeah, we got a truck. Come on down. It'll be ready by 10 o'clock." We get here, get to Plano, and turns out that guy had moved and no longer works in the Plano office. He works in the McKinney office, and so we had to drive to McKinney, and then from McKinney, we had to go pick up the truck there, then come back into Dallas to pick up the dump trailer. Well, we get the dump trailer, and the person who had the trailer before us had left all kinds of, it was like rock and everything off inside the trailer, so couldn't get that trailer. So we ended up getting a 14 foot by 3 foot dump trailer. So it's got the same weight capacity and all that good junk. So only thing is we can't put as much in there. But anyway, on this job here, well, I'll show you when we get to the site. But we're just gonna take the house down. Guy lives out in the middle of nowhere, so he's got several hundred acres. He's got a big burn pit out there. It's kind of filled in. He asked me if I could dig it out, but I don't know if we're gonna dig it out. I told him I'll probably just stack everything. We wanted to burn it when we started the job, but after looking at the field, we realized there was a lot of like wheatgrass and hay and stuff like that. It's dry. We're not under a burn ban, but it's just because you're not under a burn ban doesn't mean that you should actually burn, because it's still fairly dry with the winter season. But anyway, we're gonna get on the highway, and I'll show you. All we're gonna do is take it, tear it down, and then stack it up out in his field. And he said he'll burn it off later. So I think from the house to the burn pit is like 100 yards or something like that. So it's not too far, but we'll do that. And I used to work in that building right there a long time ago, the 9550. But anyway, we'll do that, and hopefully it'll be a fairly quick job. I don't want any other issues. The only issue I ever had with my excavator, like I said, was you'd use it for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, and then it would kind of power down when you pulled on the hydraulics. And so I had contacted Tim, who is Cotton Top on YouTube, and he gave me some pointers, kind of told me what to look for and what I should check and this, that, and the other. So changed the fuel filters out, and then I noticed the alternator wasn't charging the batteries, so it could have been twofold. It could have been the alternators were bad, or the alternator was bad, and so the machine was losing battery power, as well as the fuel filters being clogged up. So I don't know what it's going to do. I'll figure that out when I get there. Hopefully it functions like it should. But it's to be expected with everything. You're gonna have to replace some stuff, and I bought the machine as is, and I mean it's in good condition. I replaced the alternator, so the batteries are charging. The hour meter's working again, because I know that thing runs off of the alternator. So we'll see what happens when we get out there, and I know some people probably have asked about me getting my own dump trailer and stuff like that, and eventually I will. And I want to say, like, one of the interesting things are cool, or whatever you want to call it, about what I'm doing on this channel here is I'm not a major demolition company. I'm more or less just an everyday guy who is basically starting a business from nothing, starting a demolition business from nothing, and making it work. So one of the things you'll get to see is me progressing along the way. You guys saw me when I was renting, and now you see me with my own excavator. So um, that's one of the, I guess, the cool things that you'll get to see on here is a growth in business. And it's hopefully it'll be somewhat of an inspiration to other people who want to start businesses. Hopefully I can kind of show you that you don't always have to have large sums of money to start a business on your own. You can do what you need to do. So anyway, getting on 635 right now. It's always a jungle here in Dallas. So I'm gonna put the camera down and pick it back up whenever we get to Ravenna. Well, we finally made it after many issues this morning, but yep, this is the house we're gonna take down, and I'm gonna do a walkthrough just to kind of show everybody kind of what it looks like, because I know one of the things that a lot of people don't see or know about is kind of what's really going on in the house. Sometimes it's easier to look at the house and say how good a condition it is, but sometimes it surprises you. So I'll do a walk in and try to get this going. It's about 2 o'clock now, so we lost quite a bit of time, but it is what it is. Good thing about having your own equipment is that you're not really under any rush from any of the rental companies. So I already made the monthly payment on it, and so now we just keep securing jobs and we're good. So I'm gonna do a walkthrough, kind of show you what it looks like, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and we'll just get it done. So as we come to the front porch, you can kind of see roof is rotting out, and front porch is all caved in. Went down the line of the railing, it's gone. So and flooring is going away. More roof is leaving. The steps, pretty weak. Inside, in the kitchen, the floor takes a downward spiral, and it's pretty crappy. So it's not as big as it looks, but so I'm not gonna go upstairs because there's really no reason to go up there. But yeah, whole lot of junk in here. But fortunately, like I said, we're gonna burn all this stuff. That's what the homeowner wants to do. That's what we're gonna do. So he did say there was a water line. The water's off, but there's I guess a line that runs right up under here. So he wants us to kind of be a little bit careful right there. So hopefully we can avoid that, and when we get to this point, cap it off or something like that. But anyway, this is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I don't have any double-sided tape, so I'm probably just gonna set the camera up. I'm gonna probably try to rip the roof off first, and then I'll start with the actual recording of the demo. So ripping that metal off the roof is kind of tedious and boring. So anyway, I'm gonna hop in the machine and get to work.